reunion at London Film Comic Con. So please raise the roof for a very, very special guest, Francis Lee McCain, Jeffrey Wiseman, Ricky Dean Logan, Mark McClure, Leah Thompson, Christopher Lloyd, Michael J. Fox, Claudia Wells, James Tolkien, Donald Phillip, and Harry Waters Jr. Feel free to take photographs.
Alright, thank you, good night.
We have a song. Oh, we do?
I'm the only one that's
Which one is it? Happy birthday. I'm saying happy birthday because I just had a birthday.
What's happening here?
Okay, you guys, you happy? Well, unfortunately, due to time restrictions, could I please ask Michael, Christopher, and Lee to stay on stage, and for our other guests to exit? Fear not, they shall be back with a full interview on Sunday, the 19th of July. Thank you.
Who sings? Michael, Lee, and Chris? Oh.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We're leaving. Bye.
I'll just give you a cheers.
Cheers. Go ahead, cheers.
Oh, thank God.
Thank you. Here, Michael, you this is video. Hi, Danny, how are you?
Michael, nice to meet you. Christopher? We're going to take a few questions. So, hello, can you hear me? Are you awake? We've got a question for Michael. Aaron, put your hand up. Lovely. The roving mic is here.
Thanks so much. You know, I'm curious, out of all the roles that you played that could really be considered iconic, what is it about Marty McFly, in your opinion, that makes him stand out the most, makes him the most iconic, if indeed you think he is?
Well, I think to the extent he is, that's Bob's fault. It's Bob Gale's fault. He created a really interesting character in that he, just like they did with Chris, which Chris does in the movie that people don't always appreciate is, he lays all the exposition. It's a movie that depends on exposition. And you get Chris going, and like all that stuff that's brilliant is also exposition, is also serving the script. Sorry about that. So with Marty, it's the same thing with Marty's own curiosity, and it's just the fact that he's just a cipher for the audience to take in what's happening and to see their feelings reflected back. And they I don't know if I did that on my own as much as I just fell into the rhythm that Bob created. And so Marty was everything. Marty was every kid and everybody's, he was supposed to represent everybody's reaction to what was happening.
Thank you. Eric.
Hi guys. So my question is about the very first day that you, Michael, came on the set. I was wondering, I've always been curious about your headspace coming into the movie, because you had not only this movie that you have to lead, but you're having to come in at such a point after Eric was dismissed, Eric Stoltz. And was that more pressure for you, knowing that you suddenly have to come in and on a big day, because you shot in the parking lot of the mall, right? Was that your first day? And that's a very distinct moment, a very character-setting moment.
I was just 26 and stupid.
Yeah.
Really happy to be there. It was like in a trailer with Steven Spielberg and shoot for it. And it's just crazy. And I was aware that I was replacing Eric and did a lot of stuff. And it was the first time doing the film. Shot up the scenes where we were doing my coverage to see that had been shot. So everybody else in the scene is reacting to Eric. And I'm in there like trying to do my own thing, but elicit the same response that Eric got in a way. It was really strange. It was a puzzle. But I was so excited to be there, and I was so happy to redeem myself after Teen Wolf. I like Teen Wolf, but at the time you had that yak hair all over your face. Is that you? Yeah. Make it drop something.
Never thought I'd touch Doc's bottom, but there we go. Steve, where's Steve?
This is a question for all three of you. Back to the Future, such a memorable film. When you guys think back on the making of the film, is there a day or two that you will always remember from filming, one that like really stands the test of time, or is it the whole experience? You know what I mean? You could just.
Well, you guys.
I remember the whole car sequence when we had to kiss, and then Biff was like ravaging me, and that whole sequence I knew was really, really important because I had to fall out of love with him. I had to get ravaged by Biff, and then I had to fall back in love with George. And I remember how nervous Bob Z was because these were big plot points that we had to sell with acting. And for me, that whole sequence was like really major. And I got to kiss Michael, so that was fun. Good times.
Was the real whiskey in the blinds. So I just do it maybe 18 or something. It was for a rock. So my spit take was genuine.
Always a hard thing to do.
You remember?
No.
You remember anything? It was in the 80s. We were all there. You were there, and she was there.
Give me a second. Well, the only thing that comes to mind, I had a new speech, a scene where I had to talk my usual, stuff. And I was wearing old age makeup. It was all my face. And they go into that, while I'm speaking, I may be speaking to me. I take off the makeup, and it has to come off, and it's about that thick. And it had to come off in one piece. And if it didn't, then I had to go back to make it, have it all put on, and then maybe 2 hours later they tried again. And I had a nightmare expecting this was going to go on for several days. But it came off miraculously, and I didn't flub the speech.
You had only making it.
Yeah.
Is that Back to the Future 3? I don't remember that.
Huh? I don't remember what it was. Maybe it's starting to over that.
Lovely. We've got a question from Amelia. There we go.
This is kind of a question for all of you as well, I guess. Back to the Future promised us so much in terms of technology, and it's 2015 right now, and I feel really let down. I don't have a hoverboard, I don't have anything like that. What about you guys? Is there kind of a piece of tech that you'd hoped you kind of tested out back then, and you think, I wish I had that now?
Well, one thing that we completely right is my receiving heroin. We nailed that. Unfortunately.
I still have small boobs. That didn't work out for me. We don't fly in cars, but it's amazing that we have the big screen TV, voice TV with 1,000 channels, and the personal entertainment devices. And that it kind of was touching on me a little bit. I think the headset thing is hard. But flying cars are hard to resist. I think and the Cubs could actually win this. This is better. I think they were going for like a comedy vision. 2016. The bright colors.
Seems so far away.
I know.
A lot of love getting worse.
That's right.
Lovely. A question from Luke.
Past, future, and present, guys. Is there any particular time in history that you prefer to live in? Is there any particular, age in history that you'd like to live in?
I would see the movie that people with the where the history goes to your time stop. And Woody wasn't part of the conversation, he was doing his thing. But he kind of leaned in, listened to it.
Hello?
Yeah,
I'm trying to get it out of my skirt so you can use it. Here. Here it is. Here you go. There you go. There.
That's I'm talking directly through your booties. Just those.
This is an old theater trick where you get close to someone when their mic is. Okay, I'll move on.
Question from Hassan.
This is a question for Christopher. What do you think is the enduring appeal of Doc Brown? And do you think that part of that is because the story of Back to the Future is about him?
I didn't quite get the first.
What's the enduring appeal of Doc Brown? Enduring appeal of Doc Brown.
Appeal?
Why do people love him? Why do they love him so much?
Appeal, okay. Yeah. Well, I always answer this sort of question by saying that everybody dreaming about or thinking about, everybody thinks about time travel. They always think, gee, maybe I would be fascinated to go back to the great, something in the past. Or I'd love to go to the future and see what things are like. So I think the movie kind of capitalizes on that rather well. And then there's a relationship between you and me. I don't know if I can define it in 3 words, but I'm sort of his mentor, and he's a young man whose Doc kind of opens up a vision of the world in certain ways. So it's a kind of a classic mentor, young person thing. Yeah.
Help myself to this.
Sort of, I kind of feel it's kind of like, and it's a family picture. I mean, even though they get their agenda mixed up once in a while, it's a family picture.
It's a very, very close family picture.
Yes, it is. I think.
A question from Rob.
That's me.
Huh?
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, first of all, thank you for Back to the Future. One of the greatest films. Thank you very much. My question is, you've worked with 2 directing greats, Robert Zemeckis and of course the executive producer, Steven Spielberg. What was that like?
Well, Bob was a force of nature. He's an amazing guy, and he's an amazing mind, and he's amazing energy. And the thing with Bob was, we'd be doing a scene and it wouldn't be working, we couldn't figure out how to do it, and he would just stay there all night. Like, people would go, well, we're going to shut this down, and he figures it out, and we'd say, no, he's going to go all night long until he figures this out. And it could be something as simple as a prop in the wrong place. He's just such a stickler for detail. And I thought Steven was a perfect mentor for him. I think Steven never imposed himself on the process, I mean, he was just kind of hanging in the background, and I think he had a great relationship with Bob, and it came off successfully.
Well, I'm afraid we're out of time, so please raise the roof for Christopher, Michael, and Leah! Thanks, guys.